What if your Chihuahua's love isn't as mutual as you think? You shower them with affection, but are they truly returning the same love? We imagine everyone would be deeply disappointed, considering the immense love we give them daily. Now picture that same scenario with your dog. You love them endlessly, but do they genuinely see you as their parent? Let's explore the following 8 signs to find out if your Chihuahua sees you as their mom or dad. A study from Duke University found that dogs evolved from their wild wolf ancestors to become more attached to humans. While wolves rely on a pack to survive, Chihuahuas, they rely on you. You walk into the kitchen, and there they are. You go to the bathroom, still there. No matter where you move, those tiny paws follow right behind you like a furry little shadow. It's adorable, but have you ever stopped to wonder why your Chihuahua does this? Here's where it gets even more surprising. Not all dogs do this. Studies in animal behavior reveal that small breeds, like Chihuahuas, tend to be significantly more clingy. Why? Because they retain puppy-like behaviors even as adults, making them extra attached. Additionally, research shows that over half of small dogs experience anxiety when left alone, so they stay close to their owners as a way to feel secure. But that's not the only reason. Have you ever given your Chihuahua attention or treats when they follow you? If so, you may have unknowingly reinforced this behavior. Every little reward strengthens the idea that staying near you is the best thing ever. So, what's really going on? Is it love, instinct, learned behavior? The truth is, it's all of the above. Now that you've identified this first sign, the next one is a must if your Chihuahua truly loves having you around. But before we get to that, let's talk about something fascinating: the science behind a dog's happiness. Did you know that dogs have a special chemical in their brain called dopamine? It's the same neurotransmitter that makes humans feel happy when eating their favorite snack or hearing a song they love. Scientists at Emory University discovered that when dogs smell their owners, their brains release a surge of dopamine, making them feel excited and joyful. But here's where things get even more intriguing. Not all dogs express their excitement in the same way. Some wag their tails, some jump up and down, but certain small breeds like Chihuahuas do something entirely different. Studies in applied animal behavior science show that small dogs tend to be more emotionally expressive and attention-seeking compared to larger breeds. Now, here's where it gets a little unusual. What if we told you that some Chihuahuas take this even further? Instead of just wagging their tails, they begin moving in a rhythmic, almost choreographed way, a movement so unique that people call it the Chihuahua Samba Dance. This isn't just random excitement, it's something deeper. It's a sign of their love for you. Something crashes outside, creating a loud noise. Maybe it's thunder. Maybe it's fireworks. Whatever it is, it's unexpected, and suddenly, you feel it. Tiny paws scramble onto your lap, pressing against you like glue. Your Chihuahua is shaking, eyes wide, heart racing. They're not just scared, they're looking for you. But why? Why do some dogs run and hide while others, like Chihuahuas, cling to their owners as if their life depends on it? Scientists who study dogs have found that when they get scared, their heart beats faster, their muscles tense, and their brain signals them to either run away or seek safety. But here's where things get really interesting. Not all dogs react the same way. Researchers from the University of Helsinki discovered that small dogs, like Chihuahuas, are more easily frightened than larger dogs. Dr. Stanley Coren, a dog expert, found that when puppies are born, they immediately bond with their mother. She is their safe place, their protector. And as dogs grow up, they don't forget that feeling. Instead, if they form a strong bond with a human, they begin to see their owner as their safe place too. That's why some Chihuahuas don't just want to be near you when they're scared, they need to be. You sit down and before you know it, slurp, your Chihuahua starts licking your hands or your feet or your face again and again. It feels like they just can't stop. It's cute, sure, but have you ever wondered why? Most people say, oh, it's just how dogs show love. And that's partly true. But hold on, if it's just love, why do some Chihuahuas lick all the time while others barely do? And why do they sometimes focus on your feet, of all places? That's where things get really interesting. The hidden meaning behind their licking. A study published in Scientific Reports found that dogs can actually sense their owner's emotions just by licking them. How? Through taste and smell. That's right. Dogs have special receptors in their tongues that help them detect changes in human sweat and scent. If you're nervous, stressed, or even just a little sweaty, your dog can actually sense it through licking. It's like they're checking in on you. So your Chihuahua's licking isn't just a sign of affection, it's proof that they see you as their parent. In their eyes, you are their world. Now that you've gained a deeper understanding of the previous signs and checked if your Chi exhibits these behaviors, let's move on to the next one. You get up from the couch, and before you take 2 steps, there they are. Your Chihuahua lifts their head, eyes tracking your every move. Maybe they're curled up in their bed, but the second you leave the room, they follow. It happens again in the kitchen, again when you go upstairs. And if you shut the door behind you, they wait, always watching, always checking. At first it seems like curiosity, or maybe they just enjoy being near you. But here's the real question. Why do they always need to know exactly where you are? If you ask a dog expert, they might say, it's a pack instinct, and they wouldn't be wrong. A study published in Animal Cognition found that in the wild, wolves and wild dogs constantly monitor their pack leader's movements. Losing sight of the leader could mean getting left behind, or worse, getting lost in a dangerous world. So yes, they are watching you because in their mind, you are their parent. Have all the signs so far been positive? Great job. But let's check and explain this one. The truth might surprise you. You crawl into bed after a long day, pull up the covers, and just as you're getting comfortable, your Chihuahua jumps beside your feet. They circle a few times, nestle in, and within minutes, they're fast asleep. Maybe it's cute, maybe it's routine. But have you ever wondered, why do they do this? At first, it seems simple. Dogs love warmth. Your bed is soft. Maybe they just like snuggling. But hold on, if it's just about comfort, why do some dogs sleep in their own beds while Chihuahuas seem determined to share yours? That's where things get interesting. Experts often say that dogs sleep near humans because it's in their DNA. Thousands of years ago, before fancy dog beds existed, early domesticated dogs slept close to their human companions for warmth and security. In return, humans benefited from their loyalty and protection. A study published in Scientific Reports found that dogs who sleep near their owners experience lower stress levels and deeper sleep. But here's the biggest twist. Experts say that this behavior isn't just about warmth, habit, or even protection. It's about something much deeper. Puppies sleep curled up with their mothers for warmth, safety, and comfort. They feel protected when they're close. And when a Chihuahua bonds deeply with their human, they transfer that same instinct to you. If they can sleep beside you, they feel secure. If they're separated, they feel vulnerable. So the next time your Chihuahua snuggles up next to you in bed, remember, it's not just about coziness. It's their way of saying, you are my family. We started noticing something weird about Chiz. These tiny dogs, barely bigger than a loaf of bread, act like the toughest guard dogs in the world. If someone new walks too close, they bark like crazy. It's as if they think they're in charge of protecting you. But why do they do this? Are they just grumpy little dogs? Or is something else going on? Well, we started looking into it, and what we found was kind of amazing. Some experts say this behavior comes from small dog syndrome, a term used to describe tiny breeds acting aggressively to compensate for their size. But that's not all. We also found out that these dogs, often named Peanuts, actually come from a long line of protectors, dating all the way back to ancient Mexico. And the reason they're so attached to you, it's not just because they like you. In their minds, you're something much more important. You're their parent. It's important to note that these tiny dictators have feelings too. Even if they bark at anything that moves and act like they own the house, their small hearts hold something deeper for the person they recognize as their parent. Every time you leave, even just to grab the mail, Chis freak out. Whining, pacing, scratching at the door. It's like they believe they've been abandoned forever. At first we thought, okay, maybe they're just dramatic. But then we started digging deeper. And what we found? This isn't just random behavior. It turns out Chihuahuas have a deep-rooted connection to their humans, one that goes back centuries. In ancient Mexico, they were seen as sacred companions, always by their owner's side, in life and even beyond. Fast forward to today, and that attachment probably hasn't faded. In their minds, you're not just their favorite person, you're their parent. And when you leave, even for a few minutes, they don't just miss you, they feel lost. Here are 8 signs that your Chi sees you as their parent. While not all Chis are the same, one thing is certain, they have incredibly sensitive feelings. Be sure to check out for this Everyday Things That Hurt Your Chihuahua's Feelings video and subscribe.